In the United States Hockey League, each year every team is given 2 tenders. A tender is a special pick to be used on the players a team simply must have. It's hockey's way of calling dibs. Over the last 3 seasons, the Chicago Steel have tendered Jake Livanavage, Jayden Perron, and Macklin Celebrini, 3 highly competitive players with crystal clear goals. When asked what will make a successful season, the Steel don't stutter.
Obviously, just winning a Clark Cup. That's the main goal, and that's the only goal for us.
I think absolutely it's Clark Cup or bust.
When it comes to hockey, Jayden Perron is a natural in more ways than one.
Never used product. Actually, I used to have a red mohawk when I was younger. I used something called Gorilla Snot. It was legit.
Off the ice, Perron and Celebrini are roommates, and their chemistry has been palpable from the start.
They are kind of kindred spirits, I guess, a little bit. Like, they see the world the same way, they see the game the same way. They're both incredibly driven. They get along great, they live together, they talk hockey together, they're doing extra workouts. They're both so incredible in the way they approach this game in their life, and to have 2 of them together just lifting everyone else up is pretty special.
I think we're oddly similar. I like to say we're pretty close, like we're the same people, same person almost.
I mean, obviously it's starting to click right now, just especially because we have our shooting room at home. We go out there and just pass the puck a bunch, but obviously there's chemistry already, and it's just going to keep growing.
Macklin Celebrini is a 2006 birth year and sits at the top of his class. And new Steel head coach Mike Garman knows why.
He has no ego. He's incredibly coachable. He is a team-first guy, and oh my gosh, does he work. And he always wants to do more, he always wants to do better. This kid is just a world-class human.
While Celebrini may be young, a few games into the season, he's already contributing to the Steel's winning culture. And he's even earned a nickname from Steel announcer Mark Citron.
Celebrini left side, down left. Celebrini, wrister scores! Welcome to the United States Hockey League. Easy Mac, quick and delicious. Made it look easy on a wrist shot.
Easy Mac knows the Chicago Steel's approach is different, and he's buying in.
It's been amazing. All the coaches are committed to helping us succeed and develop every day. Like, honestly, like, we haven't spent much time on systems yet just because we're just so focused on like making every guy better and just developing every single guy.
The Steel's unique culture is focused on development. It's a culture Mike Garman helped build, and it's the strength of this culture that helped Garman transition from general manager back to the bench as head coach just days before the start of the season.
What makes us so fortunate, and credit to Larry Robbins, is he's built this thing to be able to sustain. And in my time here now, we've lost a coach to the Toronto Maple Leafs, a GM to the Toronto Maple Leafs, a scout to the Buffalo Sabres, now Brock Sheehan to the Carolina Hurricanes, and we've been able to kind of keep it going. So I guess all things considered, it's set up well because we have great people. Larry's allowed us to do that, and we have an unbelievable staff. And so we're as excited as we are for Brock, we're excited to be moving forward too.
It's a role Garman relishes as he leads another group of hyper-competitive hockey nerds with a chip on their shoulders.
But there's just something about this group that's highly, highly competitive and driven, and the camaraderie, how they've bonded so early, it's unique. I think anytime you get that many alphas in a room, it's kind of hard to have cohesion, and they've come together great, and it's been so much fun working with them.
Yeah, obviously we got a chip on our shoulder. It didn't go the way we wanted last year. We kind of got knocked out early. Kind of the group we have and all the guys in the locker room, we want to push each other every day to get better, and that's the way you do it in practice. I mean, we're the best players in the league on the team, and if you can be good in practice, you're going to be good in a game.
As it does every year, the Steel's season would start in Pittsburgh at the USHL's annual Fall Classic. Veteran Jake Livanavage knows the eyes of the hockey world will be watching, with the Fall Classic presenting a unique opportunity for the Steel to get off to a quick start on their road to redemption.
Obviously, being in Pittsburgh, it was an amazing opportunity to be here, and you get all the USHL teams to come together, and they do a great job.
How would the Steel fare in Pittsburgh? Let's just say it's called the Steel City for a reason. Backstopped by Christian Manns and Jack Stark, the Steel would sweep in Pittsburgh, earning 3-1 and 7-4 victories over Fargo and Sioux City. And while it's early, the melt shop appears to have already reached the scalding temps required to turn scrap into steel. And while it will take time to shape this year's edition of the Chicago Steel, Coach Garman sees a group with all the compete, zero ego, and a team-first mentality. And that is a recipe he can work with.
Last year stung, you know what I mean? And a lot of those guys were back from the championship year, and shows how hard winning is. But these guys keep competing and getting better. We'll see where it all ends up.